Welcome back to the St. Louis Rams pregame show, presented by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Now here's your host, Justin Prince.
Thank you very much and welcome to today's show. I'm Justin Prince. Today's the day. It's NFL Kickoff weekend and the St. Louis Rams home opener as they take on the defending NFC champion Seattle Seahawks. Fans have been filing into the Edward Jones Dome all morning as they're all set for a good matchup. But first, let's bite into our burger shot 3-game bullets. First off, the Rams will need to put pressure on the Seahawks offense. The Rams defense didn't do well in the preseason in terms of points allowed, but they did have 11 sacks, which ranked them 12th in the preseason rankings and also created a lot of pressure on quarterbacks all preseason. Defensive coordinator Greg Williams says he'll be bringing as many blitz packages as he can and wants to see a lot of sacks. Williams also says he's been working hard to prevent what happened in the preseason from happening today. The Rams ranked 32nd in yards per game, yards allowed, points allowed, and 15th in interceptions. Second, Todd Gurley is back and ready to start and will need to be an impact player today. He appeared occasionally in the preseason, despite Fisher saying he wouldn't play until week 1 due to a torn ACL he suffered at Georgia. Fisher told EA11 he believes Gurley is finally ready to play and will be a large role in the Rams offense today. He says he expects to see the team's offense play better with him in the lineup, as it ranked 32nd in offensive yards in the preseason. The Rams started Trey Mason throughout the preseason, who had 87 yards on 28 carries and 1 rushing touchdown. And third, it's forget the preseason. The preseason was terrible for the Rams. In fact, it was probably the worst preseason in the history of the franchise. But remember this. Preseasons are about developing your players. They're about making sure your players know what they're doing. It's about trying to make sure they're ready for week 1 of the regular season and beyond. Of course, it was a terrible one, but forget about it. Focus on the regular season now. But that will wrap things up here for today's show. It's time to head up to the broadcast booth for today's matchup, broadcast live on EA TV. We'll be right back. It's kickoff week for the St. Louis Rams. Today's the day. It's NFL Kickoff weekend across the country as everyone's all set to go for today's matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the St. Louis Rams here at the Edward Jones Dome. Good afternoon, I'm Justin Prince and welcome to what should be a great matchup. Both sides are looking to start off their campaigns with victories as both of these teams are excited for the start of a new season. The Rams last season went 6-10, while the Seattle Seahawks were the NFC champions and were 1 play away from winning the Super Bowl. They want to make it back this year. The Seahawks will start off with the ball in their regular uniforms. Earl Thomas III will be the one returning it, while the St. Louis Rams are in their classic uniforms as Johnny Hecker the punter will be the one kicking things off. As we're all set to go, it's back to football starting now. And Thomas III will return it from the 1-yard line as he picks the ball up. And he's going to go across the 20, and Hecker's going to bring him down at the 24-yard line. That's going to be a 23-yard return to start things off here in St. Louis, Missouri. Then coming to the field is Russell Wilson. Wilson had 3,475 yards last season with 20 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. And he'll start off here in the shotgun with Marshawn Lynch to his right as the Seahawks hope to start off big on their first drive. As it's a play action, and it goes to Jermaine Kearse quickly. And Kearse will break a tackle, and he's got the first down. He breaks a couple more tackles, and that is Rodney McLeod Jr. with the tackle. A 17-yard gain, and the Seahawks have their first down. And it looks like they might run the same play again as Wilson is in the shotgun again for the second straight time. As here's the snap. Marshawn Lynch gets the ball, and Lynch is going to go up the middle, and off to the races he goes. Jarius Jenkins is trying to catch him, but he won't. Touchdown, Seattle! And just like that, in the first minute, Marshawn Lynch breaks away for a 58-yard touchdown. Now let's take a look at this replay right here. No one was going to tackle him. In fact, no one was even close to tackling him as Lynch goes all the way to the end zone for the first touchdown of the 2015 season. Now taking the field for the St. Louis Rams in his debut for the team, Nick Foles. Nick Foles had 8 games played and over 2,000 yards passing last season with the Eagles. And Foles will set up in the shotgun here on 2nd and 4. Trey Mason to his right as here's the snap. Foles in the pocket, and he's going to throw this one to Jared Cook. And he's down at the 43, and that's going to be a big-time gain from the 38 to the 43 into Seahawks territory, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And that's going to give them the ball at the 28. And the Rams will set up here on 3rd and 2. The first third down situation of the game as Foles will set up under center. As here's the snap. Gurley's going to get the handoff, and he's got the first down. Todd Gurley, the first-round pick from Georgia, gets them another first down at the 17. And it's going to be 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard rush by Gurley as Foles sets up in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Backing up to pass in the pocket. He's going to find Kenny Britt, and that's going to be a touchdown. The Rams are on the board. And the Rams have their first touchdown of the 2015 season just like that. It's going to be 7-7 pending the extra point. And the Seahawks will set up for their first third down situation of the game as they hope to get the first down here. Here's the snap. Wilson, it's going to be a read option. He's wide open and he's running towards the sideline. And he'll be down right at midfield as that's a 16-yard rush by the quarterback. And that's going to set up a 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 now after the incomplete pass. Wilson will set up under center here. Coleman to his left, as well as Lynch in the backfield as he'll back up to pass. Wilson with lots of time finds Doug Baldwin down the sideline, and that's going to be a reception for 11 yards. It's 1st and 10. And 2nd and 5 now after the 5-yard rush as Wilson will set up in the shotgun. Lynch to his left. They're looking for the first down here as here's the snap. Wilson backing up, and he's got a lot of time, but here comes Nick Fairley, the former Detroit Lion. And just like that, the Rams have their first sack in the game, and Fairley's got his first sack as a Ram. 3rd and 15 now after the Fairley sack, and they'll set up here again in the shotgun as here's the snap. Wilson, play action, and here comes the blitz. Robert Quinn with the sack, and yes, just like that, the Rams blitz packages are working. It's a 4th down. And now 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass by Wilson as the Rams are struggling on offense, but the Seahawks aren't. As Wilson will lump bomb this one, and it's going to be a flag on the play. It looks like it was going to be out of bounds no matter what to Jermaine Kearse, but let's see what it is.
Pass interference, defense.
And a costly pass interference call as they'll put them at the 32. 34 to go here in the first quarter as the Seahawks will set up here on 2nd and 19 and the shotgun is Wilson. As here's the snap, Wilson, play action again. And he'll throw this one to a wide open Jimmy Graham. And Graham, the former New Orleans Saint, will run to the end zone for a touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board again. And Jimmy Graham's got his first touchdown as a Seattle Seahawk. Let's take a look at this one once again, as Wilson was almost plastered by Nick Fairley to the ground, but Jimmy Graham was able to catch that ball and break a tackle to run all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. 1st and 10 now with 1:14 to go. The Rams are struggling on offense in this one, and they want to improve on that as the play action is underway. Blitz coming, and it's a wide open pass to Brian Quick. Quick is off to the races to the 20, 15, 10, and he's going to be brought down at the 6. A nice reception by Quick, and they're inside the red zone and inside the 10 with 50 seconds to go in this. And they'll end things off here in the first quarter as the Rams will have the ball at the 5 when we come back. It's 14-7 Seahawks here at the Edward Jones Dome after 1 quarter of play. You're watching NFL football here on EA TV. We'll be right back. 3rd and goal now for the Rams here as they set up here at the 11-yard line. They were sacked on the last play, of course, as Foles will change up the play a little bit. As here's the snap. Foles backing up the pass, hoping for a touchdown, and instead it's going to be an incomplete pass as that will set up a field goal on this play. And now 3rd and 11 for the Seahawks after a lot of pressure on this drive. The defensive pressure has been crazy by the Rams as Wilson will back up the pass. And here comes another blitz, and that's going to be another sack by Robert Quinn, as that will be the first recorded sack of the game. And let's take a look at that play again as it's going to be a 3 now for the Seahawks. Quinn just broke through, and the broken tackles helped him get the sack. 1st and 10 after the 3-and-out by the Seahawks on the last drive, as Foles will back up to pass here on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and he's going to be sacked by Mebane, I should say. That's going to be the Seahawks' first sack of the game. 3rd and 18 now as Foles will set up in the shotgun. Trey Mason to his left as he needs a big play here. As he's going to back up, and here comes the blitz again. And there's a flag on the play. We'll have to see what that is, but that's going to set up a 4th down most likely.
Holding offense.
And 2nd and 3 now as the Seahawks will set up here in the shotgun once again. Russell Wilson, of course, had a lot of good plays, but here goes Lynch as he breaks a few tackles on this rush, and that's going to put them inside Rams territory up to the 42. 6 rushes for 80 yards already today. And last season, Lynch had 1,306 yards. He continues to put that up today after the 8-yard rush. And he's going to get the ball once again here on 2nd and 2, and he'll break through for another 1st down. He's up to 85 yards in this first game today. And now it's 3rd and 3 after the 7-yard rush by Lynch. And they'll set up in the shotgun. Graham to Wilson's right. And in the game now is the backup running back, as this is going to be a screen play to Mitchell, and that's going to be short. And that will not be a 1st down, as the Seahawks will set up for a field goal here on 4th down. And it's 3rd and 9 now. The Rams offense continues to struggle as they want to get past this 40-yard line and put on some more points. As Nick Foles will get picked off here. That's Bobby Wagner with the interception, and he's going to go down to the 45 on that interception, 44 I should say. And that was a terrible throw by Nick Foles, as it'll be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks now at the 44. After the 2-minute warning and the sack on the last play, it'll be 2nd and 15 as Wilson sets up in the shotgun once again. He'll have to get a big play here as he backs up to pass. Another screen, and that's going to go to Marshawn Lynch. Lynch has no one near him, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 39. And Wilson's up to more than 100 yards passing now after that one. 2nd and 8 after the 2-yard rush the last play, as they want to get a big 1st down here. As Wilson in the pocket finds a wide open receiver, and that's going to be another 1st down at the 26. This drive is moving quickly for the Seahawks with 1:15 to go. It's 2nd and 12 now as the Seahawks continue to move down the field. Wilson definitely wants a touchdown here. Very close here in the red zone. As here's the snap with 50 seconds to go. He'll throw this one to a wide open Baldwin, and no one's going to cover him. And that's going to be another touchdown for the Seahawks. They'll now make it now 24-10 pending the extra point in this one. And that'll end off the first half here in St. Louis. The Seattle Seahawks are up 24-10 through 2 quarters of play here at the Edward Jones Dome. Let's take a look at our stats presented by Verizon Wireless. There are a lot of things to bring up about the stats, mainly the fact the Seahawks have dominated in this home opener for St. Louis. They have all the yardage, but we'll be right back here on EA TV. And welcome back here to the Edward Jones Dome as we're all set to go on 1st and 10 as the Rams start off with the ball. Todd Gurley will get the first play of the half, and that's going to be a gain of 5, but there's a flag on the play. That should be holding. And after the holding call, it's 1st and 20. A lot of penalties so far for the offensive line for the Rams, as Foles will get the snap here on 1st and 20. He'll throw this one deep, and it's going to be caught by Kenny Brennan, double coverage, as Richard Sherman cannot get that ball. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 48. 3rd and 20 now after the penalty, as now the Rams are hoping to get a 1st down here. Big time challenge here, as Foles backs up to pass on the I formation, is almost picked off. And that's going to make it now a big-time punt. 3rd and 8 now for the Seahawks on their first drive of this half, as they want to put up more points to put themselves into a bigger lead as Wilson backs up to pass. He throws it up the middle, and it's going to be a 1st down after that completion. It's down to the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. And after losing yards on the last play, it'll be 3rd and 13. As Wilson's in the shotgun, Mitchell to his right. As here's the snap, backing up to pass is Wilson again, and he's almost sacked, but it's going to go right there to Jermaine Kearse, but it's short of a 1st down. Both sides go 3 and out to start off the third down situation for the Seahawks, Hopefully this time they can get a first down here as they're looking for a big-time play. As here's the play action. Wilson backing up. And he finds Jimmy Graham, but he fumbles the ball. It's going to be picked up. And who got the ball? It looks like it was McLeod Jr. Yes, it was Rodney McLeod Jr. And that, just like that, the St. Louis Rams have the ball back inside Seahawks territory. And it's going to be a booth review on that last play by the looks of it. As you can see, it was definitely a fumble. I'm surprised it wasn't an incomplete pass, but they rule he had possession of the ball. And before that fumble, we'll have to see the results of this one. And he's going to come out of the tunnel here. Both sides are nervous about the call on this one, as this could change momentum.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
And surprisingly, that's not an incomplete pass, so St. Louis has the ball at the 44. And the Rams will set up here on 3rd and 4 after receiving the ball from a fumble on the last play by the Seahawks. And Foles does not want to give it back to him as he finds Trey Mason on the screen. And that's going to be a first down as he's brought down to the 29. The Rams are definitely going on a drive. They just need a score this time around. And it's going to be 2nd and 15 after the 5-yard loss in the last play. Foles looking for a big play here. As he's in the pocket, throws it deep. And it's going to be a pass interference call by the looks of it, as he was covered very hardly there by Bobby Wagner.
Pass interference. Defense.
3rd and 5 now as the Rams are rushing to the line with 1:44 here in this 3rd quarter as they want to get into this end zone. And it's tipped away, and that's not going to be a touchdown. That's going to be an incomplete pass. It'll be a field goal. And just like that, after the Tavon Austin return, the St. Louis Rams will have the ball as they're down 24-13 heading into the final quarter of play. We'll be right back here on EA TV. Stay tuned. And welcome back, everyone, to St. Louis, Missouri, as the Seattle Seahawks are up in this one 24-13. As Nick Foles will take the snap to start off this 4th quarter. As here's the pass, and it's picked off going to Brian Quick. It's Earl Thomas III, the 10, the 5 touchdown. And the Seattle Seahawks are up in this one big time now, 31-13 pending the extra point. And Nick Foles is not executing the way he's supposed to be, like he said he wanted this team to be doing, as they're still down 31-13 as Kenny Britt catches that one down the sideline. Nick Foles now has 2 interceptions with 220 yards passing. And 1st and 10 after the completion by Kenny Britt, to Kenny Britt I should say, as Foles will back up to pass on the slant. And it's back to Britt on this pass. Is that going to be a first down? Yes it is. And the Rams will go no huddle as they have 14 minutes to go before the Seahawks win this one. As here's the snap, backing up the play action. It's going to be Foles throwing this one deep to the end zone. And it's almost caught, but it's dropped by Stepman Bailey. And it's going to be 3rd and 3 now after the 7-yard completion by Foles on the last play as he changes up the play a bit. As here's the snap, backing up the pass. Here comes the blitz, and he just barely gets it off, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. The Seahawks Rams will take the field here on 1st and 10. They're down big time with the final 2 minutes to go here as Foles will back up and throw this one deep, and Stepman Bailey can't come up with the catch. Another drop pass. 38 passes, only 13 completions today. And 3rd and 10 after the last incomplete pass. Foles is now forcing a lot of passes, and he'll throw this one deep again, and it's caught by Kenny Britt. That was in double coverage, and that's going to be the biggest reception for Foles today. Completion, I should say, as now the Rams offense will go down the field for no huddle. They don't have a chance in this one, but it looks like they're going to try put on some final points. As Foles passing here, and that's going to be incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. We'll have to see what this is. And it's going to be an offsides call on the defense. 2nd and 5 now after the 5-yard completion, as the Rams are trying to go down the field for their final points in this one. As Foles will back up to pass and throw this one to Todd Gurley, and Gurley's got the first down. And they'll continue to rush down the field here on the no huddle. Right now the Rams have no chance in winning this one, but at least they're trying to get some more points. As Foles will back up to pass and throw this one deep to Lance Kendricks, and it's almost intercepted and dropped. It's 3rd and 10 now after the incomplete pass on 1st down. And they'll set up here. As here's the snap, play action with Mason. Foles backing up. He'll find Stepman Bailey, and that's going to be down inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll go no huddle once again. Can they get in the end zone right here? As Foles will set up under center, Mason as the running back. As Mason will get this ball, and he'll get a gain of 2 yards. Will they change the play or go no huddle again? They'll go no huddle again with 14 seconds to go. Can they get back into the end zone for another touchdown? Here's the snap. Foles hands it off to Mason, and he jumps into the end zone for a touchdown. And finally, the Rams are back on the board, but it's too late. This one is over as the Seattle Seahawks win their season opener here in St. Louis. 37-23 is the final. It was an absolute domination game for the St. Louis Rams, Seattle Seahawks, I should say, as St. Louis had no chance in this one against the defending NFC champions. Here's your scoring summary. 14 points in the first quarter, 10 in the second, but then it went on and on and on to 23 unanswered points by the Seattle Seahawks. This one finished off as a barn burner at first, but then a blowout. Thanks for watching today's broadcast of EA Football. I'm Justin Prince. Have a good night.